Hi, this is Rob Cutter. I'm going to make this video short. I have two topics that I want to talk to you about, and one of them is time and space, and the other one is a special, sincere, very real request that I'm going to make of you at the end of this video. But before I can make that request, I do want to delve into the topic of time and space, and I'm not going to attempt at this point to try to teach you the theory of relativity. That's not what I'm here to do, because that knowledge is already out there, and it's put into many different frames of reference in which people of all types of understandings and comprehensions can understand. You don't have to be a physicist to understand the generalities of the theory of relativity. I'll tell you a couple of the generalities, and if you don't believe me, I don't care. You can go and research it on your own. I don't have to prove to you that this is true. There's ample evidence and proof that it is already. One of the things that physicists and scientists and cosmologists, people who study the universe, have found is that where we once thought there was a distinction between space and time, we have found out that time and space are literally one entity. They are different aspects of the same continuum. And what this means in ramifications of time and space is that as you move through space, that is what is causing you to move through time. And you may not feel that you're moving through space at sometimes. Sometimes, like right now, I feel like I'm sitting stationary, but yet time is passing. And the reason time is passing for me right now is because I am not sitting stationary. I am moving through space at this very moment. The planet that I am on is turning. The planet Earth that I am on right now physically is also revolving around the sun. The sun is also revolving around the outside of our galaxy, the Milky Way. The Milky Way is also revolving around all of the galaxies of the universe. And the universe is expanding, as it will someday probably contract. But we are never, never, ever stationary. And because of all of these movements through space, time is created. And there is no separation ultimately between time and space. It is called now the space-time continuum. It is not the same as Newton had known it. Since the days of Einstein and beyond those times, we have ample proof that this is true. I needed to explain this to you because of my request that I'm going to ask you in a few minutes. But I want to also just say about time and space that as you change your location within the universe itself, because the universe exists past, present, and future simultaneously, the present moment that you experience as your present moment, your immediate surroundings, your immediate concept of the part of time that you find yourself in, is a result of your location within the universe. Now, if you were able to do scientists have done this through the Hubble telescope and high-powered telescopes that we didn't even have 5 or 6 years ago. Scientists, because of the relativity of time and space, are actually able to see so far into the universe that what they are seeing is the past. Now, that may sound odd, but they're seeing the past because they are seeing through the distance of the light that is at a certain part of the universe, and they can actually see into the past because they can see so far into the universe. If I was able to relocate myself, my physical body in some way, was able to relocate from where I am within the universe to that spot that exists that they are looking at, I would find myself in the past. Now, that sounds quirky, but it's true. The problem is that I am made of matter. This body that I find myself in as you is made of physical matter, is made of the same stuff of the physical universe. Because of that, there are certain laws that we are bound to, because that's what we find ourselves in, is entrapped within matter itself. Matter can only travel through a realm of matter at a certain speed, which is 186,000 miles per second, which is the speed of light. And that's a barrier. And that's one of the reasons why it is very impossible to travel to the other side of the universe and end up in a past time or a future time, because that barrier stops us from ever arriving there. We cannot travel faster than the speed of light, and physically, at this point. Now, what would happen if we changed the vibration of what we were, and we found ourselves in a reality that vibrated at a different level than the physical vibrations? I believe at that point, we just may be able to find ourselves at a higher state of consciousness than the physical realm. And because we would vibrate at that higher state, we would be able to travel through time and space. I believe that the whole universe would be open to us. But of course, that would be at a different vibration.